One of the most important things that a realtor does is market. And we all lose sight of the value and the importance of marketing. So as a realtor, what do you market? You market three things. And write these down and put them on the wall so you look at them every day. You market yourself, you market your services, and you market your listings. And you want to remind yourself that that's what you need to do. You need to market yourself, market your services, market your listings at every opportunity. If you don't have that written down up on the wall where you see it every day, you'll miss opportunities to market yourself, market your services, and market your listings. So marketing is so critical to what you do in the real estate business. Now you got to remember that the average term of home ownership is something like 5 to 8 years. So most of the people you market to, they don't need your services today. So you need to market consistently. As a matter of fact, another thing I think you ought to write down and put on the wall is that marketing requires repetition. Marketing requires repetition. That you have to market over and over and over again. That the more people see your name, and that's really what you market in real estate, you market your name. So the more that people see your name, the greater chance that they're going to see your name the next time that you put your name in front of them. Think about this. You ever driven down the road and all of a sudden you notice a billboard and you notice somebody's name on the billboard and it's the first time you noticed it? Fact is, you probably drove by that billboard 10, 15 times and just never noticed it. Because marketing requires repetition. Are you familiar with Coca-Cola? I know you are. Coca-Cola is a huge brand, and yet they continue to what? They continue to market. So important to what you do in the real estate business is marketing. Now I'm going to give you 4 major points about marketing, and I want you to write these down and put them on the wall and look at them every single day. And the first one is that marketing needs to be repetitive. You need to do it over and over and over again. The word is frequent. Marketing requires that you do something over and over and over again. You can't do it too much. It needs to be frequent. Now, something else that will help with your marketing is if it's anticipated. It should be anticipated. As a matter of fact, think about this, and this is why successful people in sales, they have a routine where they're marketing over a certain period of time, so people start to expect to get the marketing pieces. And if I expect that I'm going to receive your marketing calendar or your pens or whatever it is that you're providing as a premium, if I expect it, there's a greater chance that I'll see it because I'm expecting it. So effective marketing is frequent and anticipated. Also, effective marketing needs to be relevant. And so what can you do to make your marketing relevant? Have you ever walked into a drugstore, you're walking down the aisle, you walk right through the cold remedy section, but you don't notice any of the cold remedies? And then you walk out when you're done with your shopping, somebody could ask you, did you notice all the cold remedies? And there's a good chance you didn't notice the cold remedies. And the reason you didn't notice the cold remedies is you didn't have a cold. Now, if you had a cold, when you were walking through the drugstore, you'd probably stopped and looked at all the marketing and all the cold remedies. Why? Because the product is relevant to you. Now again, the average term of home ownership is 5 to 8 years. So when you're marketing to people in real estate, they typically don't need what you have to offer. So you have to go back to what? Frequency. Frequent, anticipated, relevant, and the last one is personal. That if marketing is personal, it's going to be more effective. I typically travel for a week at a time, and when I come home from my travels, I usually have a stack of mail like this. And I have my own way of sorting through the mail. I go through it. All of the mail that says Dear Occupant, Dear Owner, goes in the trash can. If it says Dear Saul, then it probably goes in another pile that I'm going to give a second run through. So if it's personal, there's a greater chance people will look at it, and that's what you want. You want them to look at it just so they see your name, so that when they do need your service, they'll think of you. Frequent, anticipated, relevant, and personal. And I'll recommend a great book, actually 2 great books by Seth Godin on marketing. One is Permission Marketing, and the other is Purple Cow. 2008 should be a great marketing year for you.